Hi Scorpio, welcome to Crystal Garden Tarot. My name is Christina. I'm going to be doing your February 2019 reading, okay? We're going to get right into it. Happy Valentine's Day to those of you who celebrate it. Thank you to my subscribers. Sorry this video is out a little later, much later than I expected and I wanted, but here we are. Okay. I'm seeing that some of you guys have lost a love. I'm seeing that some of you all, like there's some type of loss. There's some type of heavy energy there with you guys. But there's a positive outcome to this, okay? Yeah. Scorpio. And this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. So we have loss, grief, sadness, resurrection, okay? And then we have reflection, illusion, self-examination, distortion. So with these two coming out as your overall energy, I do feel like some of you have some type of loss, okay? Whether this is a friendship, something romantic, a job, a relationship with a family member. Something has been, it's like extracted in some way from your life, it seems, and you're really grieving over that. But the way you're looking at it is, I feel, distorted, okay? And this is going to be, because it's a general reading, right? It's going to apply differently for each one of you. Some of you, this is going to be where we didn't want to look at ourselves and we didn't want to see what we may have brought to the table that caused this loss, this like separation. For others of us, it's going to be where there was a lot put on you and you're looking at yourself in this distorted way, okay? Like blaming yourself for everything. Now, the underlying energy, however, which I love, is the Nine of Hearts, fulfillment, harmony, protection. So, and I see the dream here. I see an insight and a breakthrough coming through for you all, and obstacles being cleared, but a need to really face some subconscious fears, or emotions that we have inside of us, a need to release that and heal from that, because as we do that, we do get our wish fulfillment, okay? So I would like to say that for a lot of you, for some of you, all is not lost with the situation, but it's the way that we're looking at it. We need to change our perspective. We need to deal with our fears. We need to deal with energies that may need to be cleared within ourselves, okay? Because for some of you, what you lost is your wish fulfillment, okay? But that comes when we are able to really look at things for what they really are, so that we can move forward in a way that allows healing and that allows us to manifest our wish fulfillment with whatever this is, okay? For others of you, this is going to be where we accept the loss, we change our perspective, and we have a breakthrough, and we're able to have a release and see the hidden blessing in it and move towards our wish fulfillment, okay? I would like to take one more card, and that's what flew out the deck on its, like the box on its own, is this law of attraction. So I feel like, as a side note, the universe is saying to you that like attracts like, okay? I'm seeing you all need to really get clear about something, okay? So I do feel that there's a need for you to do some introspection, and I'm seeing positive-minded people here. So where you need to surround yourself with positive-minded people and think positive yourself as well, okay? Go with the flow, I'm seeing. And I'm also seeing give back. So for those of you who know or who are coming to this breakthrough, that I had a lot to do with why I lost this thing. Like a lot of it had to do with myself. There's a need there, I feel, for you to be able to give more, okay? As you allow yourself to heal and move through your fears and open up yourself to be able to give more, okay? Of yourself. That's too many cards that flew out. So we're just going to take the one that flipped over, okay? So this is beautiful. Like I said, a hidden blessing, okay? So this is like me kind of looking deeper into the overall energy, okay? And what I'm seeing here is that there's a hidden blessing in this, okay? Because whether you stay apart, you know, whether you stay away from this thing that seems to have been taken from your life or you've moved away from, there's a hidden blessing in it. If you come back around to this thing that you lost, the hidden blessing in the loss is that it had to happen for you to reflect, okay, and really look at things for what they were. And we're able to come back around to it in a fresher way, in a healthier way, in a better way, because we're able to see things differently. Okay, so this is where that hidden blessing comes in. And again, for others of you, this is where you move away from this. It's like, I don't want to come back around to this. We have a breakthrough. We see things for what they really are. And we can see that us losing this thing is actually a blessing for us. And it leads us into, you know, our wish fulfillment. The underlying energy there is intention. And you have choice, you have triggers, and you have meditation here. Oh, commit to happiness. So I feel like for some of you may, your intention, it's like, may have been really, really good. You know, you may have had really good intentions. For some of you, you need to check your intentions, okay? And as you make a choice, what is your intention? You know, what are my intentions here with this? What do I want to get out of this? What am I willing to give to this? You know, when we decide whether we want to come back around to this or we want to, you know, move away from this completely. And then we have triggers here. So for some of you, this is like where we need to look at ourselves, like I said, and see what is it that's triggered us to make certain choices that may have led us to this point, okay? And again, with that meditation, a need to do introspection and really think things over, okay? But in either case, whether we want to come back around to it or we want to move away from it, committing to happiness, okay? Committing to happiness for our own selves. Now I'm going to get into the tarot here, and I want to look a little deeper. Here, we'll pull advice, and we'll see where all this is leading you on a soul level. And that's funny because look what flipped over. The Hermit. Like I said, introspection. All right, Scorpio. Let's look a little deeper. See what Spirit wants to tell us. Some of you are really delaying this new journey, okay? But I'm seeing that a lot of you are ready to take back control of your lives. You're ready to move forward. I'm feeling like this is really balancing you out. Some of you are dealing with someone from your past, okay? I am seeing that a lot of you decided to let go of something. Could also be to where you guys feel insecure about something. But let's see what Spirit wants to say to you, okay? We have two cards that I flipped over. We have the Three of Swords. I'm so sorry. Like, I know that you're hurt when I see this. There also could have been some harsh communication. These energies are interchangeable, so the communication could have been on your part, or that communication could have been towards you that really, really hurt you, okay? Or some decision, something in your, you know, mind, or something that's happening as well, it could be. But in any case, like, we're hurt about something, okay? And here This is the Three of Wands in reverse, where I feel that there's a need for us to move out of our comfort zone, okay? Like, where there's this loss at, guys, sometimes we get really attached to something or someone because we're comfortable there, okay? And we need to get out of our comfort zone. For some of you, the heartache is coming because you can't push out your comfort zone, whether that's where you're not able to face your fears, you know, or allow yourself to heal from something in the past that's affecting a new relationship or your current relationship. And a need to like push past your comfort zone so that you can like open up. You know, some of you guys are really hurt about something from the past, and it's causing you to not be able to push out your comfort zone, okay? Now we have the Six of Pentacles that came out. So I feel that there is a balancing, like I said, happening here with you all. I wanted to look at that Six of Pentacles, and I'm getting the Four of Swords. So I feel like this is, for a lot of you, you decided to let something rest because you wanted to have a much more balanced relationship where there is give and take, not one-sided. For others of you, I feel that the hidden blessing is that things are going to come into balance, so you can rest, and that you need to take a break right now, okay, to allow things to balance out. A cycle is complete, okay, with the World card there. Some of you are very discontent about that cycle completing. I feel like this is also saying get out of your comfort zone, because Spirit is like, I'm going to give you what you need, okay? This cycle is ending, and moving forward, you're going to be given what you need. You just got to rest, okay? There's that fulfillment, harmony, and protection as you move forward, whichever way it is you choose to move forward. But you're going to be given what you need. Things are balancing out. The cycle's complete, okay? Some of you feel very discontent. Others of you, this was where you decided, you know what? I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to wait anymore. I'm tired of waiting for someone to get their act together. Okay, yeah, so I feel like a lot of you moved away from something, okay? For some of you, this is, I want to look at this. For some of you, this is communication coming in, okay? Something flipped over where I feel like you're indecisive here, really. Like you had to make a decision that was like really hard. You went back and forth with it, but for a lot of you, you decided to move away from something because it was really breaking your heart. What is this cycle that's been completed? You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse there. So for some of you, I feel like although the cycle has completed, you're still feeling stuck in this energy. Okay, I wanted to look at the Four of Cups in reverse there. So where some of you are feeling really discontent about this cycle ending, I feel like for some of you, you are dealing with codependency issues. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. All right, so we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That's coming under the Three of Swords. So I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, there was such an imbalance with something, some situation, some relationship, okay? And for some of you, you saw that there was just no stability, a lack of stability here, okay? And it's just that imbalance, that lack of stability, it's just really causing a lot of pain. Okay, you have the Two of Wands in reverse, which I'm not surprised for that to come under the Three of Wands in reverse, okay, because I do feel like there's a need for you to, like, move into a different direction, okay? To a need to really go within, like I said, introspection. We have the Star card, which is beautiful, card of Aquarius. We are in Aquarius season. I feel like Aquarius season is helping a lot of people to balance out, okay? But I also feel that this is where, because this is coming right under the Six of Pentacles, this is where, you know, Spirit is saying, like, I'm going to give you what you need. Again, there's hope, there's faith, there's healing here being offered to you. There's wish fulfillment being offered to you as you go out on your new journey, with that Fool coming out next. And this is quite beautiful as you have the World here, okay? And, you know, then you have the Fool. We'll see what comes out next. I bet you it's like an ace or something. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. But you've got the World, you've got the Star, and you've got the Fool here. So this is really beautiful. Whether you decide to end something and never return to that thing, you know, and go out on your own, it's like an amazing new journey for you coming, okay? That's filled with, I feel, wish fulfillment. Or whether it's you coming back around to something that you had to leave, and you had to take time to look at yourself and, you know, how you played a part in certain things. Healing there for you all, and that cycle of heaviness kind of lifting, and you all being able to go out on a new journey, you know, together, if this is about a relationship. All right, so I have the Two of Swords, okay, there she is in the upright, and this is coming right under the Four of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, which are both in reverse. So I feel like some of you are dealing with codependency issues. Some of you may feel that, you know, you're lacking with that Nine of Pentacles in some way. All right, and that's causing you to have a really hard time making the decision, like, do I want to move forward on my new journey, or do I maybe want to come back around to this, whatever this is that seems to have been extracted. But there's a need to decide what we're going to do here, okay? We have the Emperor in reverse that came out next. And I do feel with that, for some of you, you could have been dealing with a fire sign. And like an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and they're coming in the reverse. I see the Queen of Cups that just flew out. Some of you could also be dealing with a Cancer sign, or another, this could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have the Queen of Cups coming out here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, especially a Cancer. And she flew on to the Ten of Pentacles, but I do feel that she wants to be here. Okay, I feel that she wants to be here and here. These cards are mirroring one another. I feel that you really love this person. Okay, and that's why this is hurting you so much. And I also feel that here, this is where we decide to, like, some of us have decided to move away, you know, from something, or something is moving away from us. And there's a need here with this Emperor to really be able to assert ourselves and our own personal power, so that we can be able to make this decision. For some of you, you're dealing with someone who is imbalanced, and they may be the type of person who abuses their authority with this Emperor in reverse, okay? And this could be why you are choosing to like move away from this person, okay? And then for some of you, I feel this is where there's some communication that comes in, okay? But you're going to have to assert yourself to be able to communicate how you feel, okay? To be able to move away from this thing if that's what you need to do. But some of you are having a difficult time doing that because you of the amount of love that you have for this whatever this situation is, okay? Some of you may receive communication, where this person comes back and says, you know what, I'm sorry, I love you so much. See, that's interesting because then we have this 8 of Wands come out as I say that, looking at this Queen of Cups, where it's like we're working, okay? I feel like for some of you, this is where you love this person so much and you're going to make a decision that, you know what, I'm going to work, I'm going to look at myself. I've been looking at this whole thing from a distorted perspective. I'm going to look at myself. I'm going to work on what I need to work on about myself. And I'm going to work on this relationship because I love you so much, and then you guys have this healing and this cycle ends and there's a whole new journey for you guys. And then for others of you, this is where this person comes back like, look, I love you. I'm sorry. They come back around, I needed to look at myself. It wasn't you, Scorpio, and I want to work on this relationship, okay? And it's like you have the High Priestess here, so I feel like this could also be like maybe in Pisces season, because that's like so about intuition. Like I feel like maybe in Pisces season, this person may come back, okay, and express their love to you and that they want to work on this, okay? Or that this is you as the Queen of Cups, where you love the person and you're like, I don't want to move away from you, or I want to work on this, and your intuition is guiding you to do that, okay? You have the Three of Cups that flipped over, and I do feel like for some of you, this is like where there's going to be a cause for celebration, okay? When we are able to do some introspection and understand, what's been going on here. Yeah. This Three of Cups, I feel, is us feeling content. Us maybe just coming back and being like in a much more lighter, fresher energy, all right? Maybe this is us getting out and going on a date, even with this person, okay? Because I do feel like a lot of this for you guys is about some sort of relationship. So maybe we decide to like go out for coffee or have drinks, or go on a date, or just have some much fresher, lighter energy come in. And it's like when we look at ourselves, or when they look at ourselves, or we both have this time apart, hidden blessing time apart, to look at ourselves and what we need to individually work on and what we need to work on together. It's like the energy gets lighter, it gets happier. And I feel like that clarifies that with this Five of Cups in reverse, okay? It's like we're no longer, depressed and having this whole funeral dressed in black over the spilled milk. We're like, let's move forward. Whether we move forward alone, or we decide to move forward with the other person. Now, for some of you, you're stuck in the past. For some of you, you're stuck in the past in regards to the hurt. Maybe for some of you, this is going to be where it's hard for you to get over the pain that they've caused, okay? Even though that cycle wants to complete so you guys can start fresh. But you're stuck in the past about the pain that they're caused, or you're stuck in the past about previous pain, okay? And that's causing you to not be able to open up to someone or to something, okay? Open up to this new journey, be it, a journey by yourself or a journey with someone else, okay? And it's the need to go within and get yourself stabilized, because it's something about your past here, okay? For others of you, this is where you're stuck in the past with this loss, okay? But you, either way, you have this epiphany. You have this moment of clarity that comes, okay? And that is coming right over the Star card and the Six of Pentacles, which is beautiful. You have this epiphany for some of you where, hey, I want a give and take relationship, or hey, I need to be more giving, you know, and this helps things balance out. Or, you know, hey, like I need this give and take relationship and I'm not getting it here, so I'm going to let this rest. And I open myself up to wish fulfillment. I open myself up to healing, or I get where I've been wrong and I'm going to give more. And this opens us up to wish fulfillment and healing. Okay, justice, beautiful. Some of you could be dealing with the Libra, somebody with heavy Libra placements. Okay, or this is just where like I said, things balance out, and this comes over the world, this comes over the Star, this comes over the Fool, this comes over the Six of Pentacles, and that is beautiful energy. It's like things really start to balance out. Whichever way you decide to move forward here, I see things balancing out. Only you know your situation. Only you know whether it's best for you to allow this to come back around if it does, or whether it's best for you to move on your own new journey alone. But either way, things are balancing out and justice is being served, okay? Here we have the Moon in reverse. I feel like that has a lot to do with you facing some of your fears, Scorpio. As you face your fears and you release these subconscious fears that you've been having, you're able to make a decision. You're able to move forward, whichever way that is you decide to go. And you're able to have a release. And for some of you too, this is going to be where something is like revealed. This is where like the insight and that breakthrough happens, okay? Like something is revealed to you, and this could be like with the Virgo moon. Something could be revealed to you that helps you to decide which way you want to move forward here. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So, and that's mirroring the Six of Cups in reverse. There's a lot of cups. I'm seeing wands, cups here. So I feel like there's some pentacles here. I feel like you have swords, you have everything here. I feel like a lot of this is about some relationship. Doesn't have to be romantic. A lot of it has to do with, like, God, just the mental, what's happening with us mentally because of this, okay? Like a going back and forth of the head about things. A cutting out of certain things that are no longer serving us. But with that Six of Cups, again, that's some of you being stuck in the pain, okay, and the disharmony. That's some of you who it's complete loss. I see the Two of Cups upright though, guys. So I feel like it's a soulmate relationship. I feel strongly that, Scorpio, that for a lot of you, it's gonna come around, but we've got to release maybe some of our disappointments, or release some of our fears, or really look at ourselves, okay? The Strength card had came out in reverse over that Ten of Cups, so a lot of us are feeling like just not feeling that inner strength within ourselves, having a really hard time dealing with this loss. But I have the Two of Cups here, so for a lot of you, I feel like with this release, maybe with this Virgo moon, with a release that you all, and look at, I never know where I'm going to end up putting these cards, but it comes right over the the Ace of Swords and the Justice card. So this is going both ways, right? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Wands. You do have the Eight of Swords. You have the Nine of Cups, which is beautiful. Five of Swords. And I see you have this Death card. And underneath that is the Knight of Cups. The Devil in reverse. The Hierophant. Okay, with this energy, okay, I feel two things. Like, this is like two things, like I keep saying. For some of you, this soulmate contract, it's gonna come back around to you once you have the clarity that you need about why you lost it in the first place. Whether you need to look at yourself or the other person or whatever, okay, as things balance out, okay, and you guys are able to come back together in harmony, not in disharmony. For others of you, this is where you have the moment of clarity about why this ended, or why you have this separation, or something's been extracted from your life at this point, and justice is served, okay, and you are able to open yourself up to a new relationship that is, again, much more balanced. And this Two of Cups also comes right over, this is beautiful, right over the Six of Pentacles, where things are, see, this is where things are balancing out, and we're both giving and taking, and we've allowed healing to come in, and we have faith and we have hope, okay, be this for a new relationship, or an existing relationship, or where we are kind of estranged right now, but we come back together. Now let's talk about these cards really quick at the bottom of the deck. We'll pull you some advice and we'll see where this is leading you all on a soul level. But it's been a real burden. You guys have really, it's a lot for you guys. But I also feel that with this Eight of Pentacles coming out, where we're working on it, and this Two of Cups, I feel like for some of us, this is where we really need to put in some work on ourselves, but we don't want to see that. We're looking at things really distorted, okay? Or for some of you, this is where it's this thing is such a burden, or it was such a burden, but we're refusing to see that. We were carrying, some of us, we were carrying the whole load. For others of us, we need to carry more, okay? We need to be more responsible about our part in it, and we need to really open our eyes up and see that. But in any case, we have wish fulfillment here. Some of us may not be wanting to see that we were behaving in an arrogant way, okay? And that's what caused the conflict, all right? For others of us, again, this is where this situation is really burdensome, and we can't even see, like, we're not seeing that wish fulfillment is on the other side of this, okay? And we're feeling very conflicted, okay? We're not seeing the conflict here, and that cycle wants to end. For some of you who need to, where there's a need to look at yourself, you're not looking at the fact that this is your wish fulfillment, okay? And that maybe you have been a little bit harsh. Maybe you've hurt someone, okay? And maybe there's some conflict that you may have caused. And you need to look at it and see that, you know, this is your wish fulfillment. But either way, a cycle's ended. Whether the cycle has ended and you guys are together and you're going to, you know, work through this, get back together maybe with someone, okay, and have a fresher start, or whether this is the cycle ending and you moving forward on your own. But there's someone who wants to offer their cup, whether this is you looking at yourself, coming back around, apologizing, seeing what you need to do and offering your cup, or someone coming back around, apologizing, looking at themselves and offering you a cup, or totally new love. But this is where we let go of whatever has been holding us back, whether we were bonded to some negative energies within ourselves, or energies hanging over us, or whether we were bonded to a toxic relationship that we had to let go of, okay? But this is what your soul wants. Your soul, some of you could be dealing with a Taurus too. They're coming up in the upright. But this is where your soul, what your soul wants is for you to release something, Okay, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a way of thinking, whether it's negative habits that are blocking you from who or what it is you wish for. Okay, the Knight of Swords is here. Interesting. Some of you may be taking on this energy. Some of you may have been really, really harsh. Okay, and you come to realize that. And then as you realize that, it's like there's somebody may want to make an offer, or you may want to make an offer to someone. But some of you, Scorpio, are unavailable. Some of you are emotionally unavailable, okay? And you're just coming out of hardship right now. And you do need to look at that. Some of you are going to come into a, a time, like I said, with this Ace of Swords and this Judgment, where you just see everything for what it is. Or you could have been dealing with someone who was, you know, emotionally unavailable. This person could also be angry because you decided to let go and do what was good for your soul here. They could be very angry, okay? And they could want to come and try to offer you, try to make you an offer, but they're emotionally unavailable, okay? And you're like, I'm coming out of, you know, this hardship, and I don't want to like deal with this with the Judgment card. I see things for what they are. You guys have to apply it how it fits your own personal lives, because it's going to go a few different ways. And what flipped over was the Page of Swords in reverse. So I feel like a lot of you are going to cut off communication, or communication has been cut off. This could also be where there's more that meets the eye, and maybe everything is not being said, okay? Well, let's get you guys some advice. I do want to pull you a advice card for love specifically, because I can see that a lot of you are dealing with a romantic relationship. So I want to pull you some advice for love. Scorpio, you're being advised to look at your foundation. How committed are you to love? To be really honest with yourself, honest about what's going on, to be true to who you are, okay? Whatever that means to you, being true to who you are, okay? Whether that's you saying, you know what, I can't deal with this. This is too much for me. This isn't healthy for me. Or whether this is like, listen, you're my wish fulfillment. Like, let's work this out. But being true to who you are for whatever that means to you. Let's pull you some advice for love. Oh, look at that. Have faith. Have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. Scorpio. I'm so sensitive. I feel like I'm going to cry. Appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. Like attracts like. Embrace your emotions, okay? Don't stuff them down. Don't judge them. Actions speak loudly, I'm seeing. So, listen. With this coming out as advice, I feel like for a lot of you, I do feel like a cycle's ending here, and you guys need to be optimistic and have faith as you move forward on this new journey. And for others of you, I feel like, especially like with whatever this is, for those of you that where this is your wish fulfillment, and maybe there was a need to look at ourselves, or again, hidden blessings here. For a lot of you, I feel like this is going to come back around. All right, you just have to have faith in the process, and have faith, if you guys are separated right now, that it's going to really balance things out for you all, okay? And have faith in releasing, where we may have been hurt at, if that person is worth us giving another chance, okay? Or this relationship is worth us giving another chance. Just getting stuck out of that rut where we're only focusing on the negative, okay? Some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra, or someone who has heavy Libra placements, because I feel like a lot of them have kind of the same messages coming through, like, but appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has the opportunity to grow and find love as an underlying energy there. um Again, whether you go back, whether it comes back around, whether they come back, whether you move forward, this situation, there's lessons for both of you. There's lessons for you with whatever this is, and there's room for you to grow with whichever way this ends up panning out moving forward. We'll do one more shuffle, and here we're going to pull you some overall advice. Then we're going to pull one more card, see where this is all leading you on a soul level, okay? And we'll wrap up your reading. So we're getting into, we're over 30 minutes, so, we got a card in there. Okay. So let's pull you some advice. Okay, we have something that flipped over. We just want to take one, though. All right, here we go. And it comes out like this. Oh, wow. So this is overall advice. And what came out was the curse. We're going to read it. And it came out in the upright, so we're going to read the invitation here. It is time to recognize the source of our limitations. Did your grandparents live with the mindset of scarcity? Did you inherit genes for heart disease? Were you a slave or a master in a past life? This karmic legacy is ready and waiting to be seen, to be untangled, and to be released. Honor the players and their stories. Forgive everyone and everything. Craft a new life course for yourself. Listen, with this coming out as advice, Scorpio, I do feel like this has a lot to do with this here. Like, it could be karmic, you know? You could be dealing with a karmic situation, and there is a need to release there. Whether it's a present situation you're dealing with that's karmic, or whether there's past karmic energy, again, that's preventing you from being balanced or from being able to open yourself up and get out your comfort zone. But in any case, there's a need to forgive and a need to release here, okay? Whether we move forward on a journey alone, whether we move forward with someone, decide to move forward with someone, okay? Let's pull your last card and see where all of this is taking you on a soul level, Scorpio. I'm seeing balance. You guys are being balanced out. Okay. I'm not surprised that came out. When I cut the deck, I saw the Sun Goddess. So this is the solar plexus card, solar plexus chakra. I take actions daily that awaken my personal power. Okay, and the underlying energy there, that's card 14. The underlying energy here is sacred space. I find peace, security, and contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. So for a lot of you, you need to ground yourself. For a lot of you, where this led you was to be able to come into your own personal power with the solar plexus chakra here, okay? This is where your self-confidence lies. This is having a lot to do with you being able to build up your self-confidence, exercise your self-confidence, okay? That's where this whole thing is leading you, all right? And there is that need, like I said, for you all to ground yourselves, okay? So, Scorpio, this is going to be your reading. This is your reading for February 2019. Thanks for watching. happy Valentine's Day to those of you who celebrate. Okay? I love you guys. Bye.